Good evening. We're doing it live. So the FBI has released a video from the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and it's 100% doctored AI video. And this is totally verifiable. What I'm saying right now is not hard to verify if you go get the original video, which you might not be able to find very easily. I don't have the original video, but I have a screenshot from the original video they put out. And I posted a meme that I had made from the screenshot that I had from the original video that came out. And it was totally different, dude. The thing that the FBI is putting out right now is literally on the FBI YouTube channel. They're putting out false information. They're literally putting out an AI doctored video of the incident. And the main thing, I'm not going to focus on the alleged shooter, or the guy that was allegedly armed, because in the original video, I couldn't see if he was armed or not. But what I could see very clearly is that there was a police officer laying on the ground. And even though the video was dark and grainy and pixelated, you could clearly see that there was a police officer laying on the ground before the invader comes rushing through the security place where they're all standing. And so the key thing for me is I don't want to focus on was the guy carrying a shotgun or not, because in the original video, you can't see any of that, and I don't think he was, because you can't see it. I couldn't see it in the original video. In the new video, it's clear as day that he's got all these weapons, right? And it doesn't make sense. But the thing I want you to focus on, and this is really important because this proves that the video itself has been completely contaminated. And if this is used in a court of law, this means that we live in like not even third world status government. This is like crazy town. But you got to understand, there was a police officer laying on the ground before the guy rushes the security checkpoint. So you have to understand, if you look at the original video, there's 3 guys on the wall. There's a police officer laying on the ground, apparently injured. There's a police officer next to him, tending to him, what he appears to be tending to him, kneeling down. And there's a police officer in front of him, kneeling down. They edited out the police officer that's laying on the ground. And I made a meme, and I circled his shoes, and I point to him so you can see on the meme. If you look at my earlier video I did on this subject, the first one I did on this subject, of the video, you'll see the police officer there, and he's laying on the ground. You can see his boots. And if you go watch that video, which is the original video that Trump put out originally before they doctored it, you could see the guy was laying on the ground, and that he tries to get up and run when the shooting starts, when the police officers start firing at the guy rushing security. That police officer that's on the ground gets up and tries to get away. And then there's 3 officers on the wall, and one of them has a limp for some reason. He's limping away. So there's all this stuff in the original video that's been completely deleted out of this new video that the FBI is saying this is what happened. And so literally you have the FBI under Kash Patel and Donald Trump just putting out fake AI videos of an incident that we're told was a big threat, and it's all this, it's just, here's another thing they're doing that proves that this government is completely unhinged, ridiculous, sophomoric, childish, stupid. It's idiotic. We live under an idiotic rule of government. Americans are ruled by complete idiocy. And I don't want to make this a long video, but this is like the icing on the cake. Like, how many more things do they have to do to tell you that you don't even have a real government? That's just literally a bunch of criminals running around lying to you. Like every day there's a new big lie. They just lie. They're run by criminals, and it's just trash. So I'm sorry to report that to you, but I guess my solution is stop supporting it. And we need to form a government that's like a legitimate government, legitimate government by legitimate people, not run by organized crime. We need a public currency that I think should be a CBDC that can be tracked and traced. And you're like, but I don't want my money tracked and traced. Then use silver and gold or something else. But if you're going to use a public currency, every penny needs to be accounted for. If it's a public currency, every penny needs to be accounted for. If you don't want to use a public currency, then you can use gold, you can use silver, you can use copper, you can do something else. You can buy stuff with other things than a public currency. But if we're going to have a public currency, it needs to be every penny of that needs to be accounted for. And if you don't like it, if you don't want to pay the taxes, then don't use it. Then use something else. But right now we have a public currency. It's called the US dollar, and it's run by a gang of criminals, and that's how they're able to stay in power and basically rule over us with this kangaroo. It's not even a kangaroo court, it's a kangaroo everything. It's just like it's a ridiculous and pathetic. I feel like I'm under the most pathetic and just idiotic form of government that's ever existed. And it doesn't deserve to exist because they're so stupid. End of stream.